POV, spending 5 hours creating and stitching your own specialized sketchbook.
I could have said, well, some songs about Ricky, never mind, he's trash. I was like, I could have said that.
That would have really.
But I didn't. I said, now I listen and laugh. Because it didn't work out.
Do any other artists feel this way? Because I feel like in today's drawing, you can really tell that I literally don't know how my drawings are gonna turn out until they're finished. Like, I don't see the final drawing in my mind. I literally just go with the flow. And that's kind of why I'm a mixed media artist, because like whatever mediums I feel like using that day, that's what I use. Whatever tool that I feel like is gonna best get the drawing done, the vibe that I want it to have, that's what I use. Is this just like a mixed media artist thing? Is it just a young artist thing? Like, I never know how my drawings are going to turn out until they're finally done. Drawing for me is just like for relaxation and to get my mind off things and to just draw mindlessly. So I kind of like it, not having to stress too much about trying to get my drawings exactly right, how I see it in my mind, but just kind of see where it takes me, bro. Like, does anyone else understand what I'm talking about, or do I sound like a crazy person right now? Anyways, I love this drawing. I noticed that kind of all my drawings are kind of self-portraits. So this is like me if I had a really cool vibe. Anyways, bye.
And I'm gonna serve exactly what you are. Cut!
I'ma beat my snare machine, cause I'm a fucking diva. Baby, I don't rock the scheme, Versace. Music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my lord, thank you for blessing me. What am I to run and do like this?
Give me a pizza with extra cheese.
Extra cheese.
And hold the tomato sauce.
Hold the tomato sauce.
And hold the crust.
Hold the crust. Hey, Jimmy, give me a cheese with nothing. Nothing?
Girl, we've been knowing how to draw.
Beatboxing puppy.
Huh?
I don't want to draw this big. Alright, let's make this happen. Heads, I draw nothing. Tails, I draw something. Oh yeah. I closed my eyes and now I have this beautiful jumping off point. And now I close my eyes again and pick a random utensil. Since I ended up with the color white, it really doesn't matter what I do. Basically, I'm just repeating that process until. Until what, you may ask? Well, until I see something. Then I get to do this really cool thing. Cover the whole thing with white. Obviously, the goal isn't to cover up everything. I just wanted to dull it. Also, the thing I see is a silhouette. So we may not be drawing nothing, but this man definitely feels nothing. Alright, we colored our boy in. Now let's make it pop with more white. I never pass up an opportunity to draw a cigarette. Also, I usually do this at the end, but I have an idea for some text, is what I was gonna say. Also, I messed up. Doesn't matter. I need to figure out what to do on the body. When in doubt, draw a house. When ready, add a purpley. The final step is just going to be to add this crisp $20 bill. Okay, I solidified the 20. I solidified the house. I solidified the cigarette. I solidified the mouth. I solidified the nose. I solidified the eyes. I solidified the E. And something to rhyme. In other words, I'm done.
Due to its simplicity, drawing with pencil is extremely cathartic. It's one of those things where anyone can pick it up and learn how to do it with or without lessons. And this often means that once people move on from using pencil and paper, they don't really return to it. The perfect example here is me. I stopped drawing in pencil a couple years ago and traded it for paints and digital artwork, and am only coming back to it now and realizing that I was never that good at it to begin with. I've been trying to explore more by using a sketchbook and using different colored lead, as well as doing a lot of studies. But I've never really used pencil to its fullest capabilities. There are people out there who can make extremely crazy detailed pencil portraits and use 2B pencils to the maximum, making their paper incredibly dark, and I'm just not there yet. I'm not sure I have that type of patience or that type of capability, partially due to my own left-handedness, which does cause smearing problems and vision problems when I'm drawing in pencil. But I'm interested in seeing how far I can take whatever it is I'm doing currently, and expanding my own skill set with pencils themselves. I'm hopeful that over time I'll be able to expand my skill set into encompassing more pencil studies and being better as a pencil artist, because I feel like that's one of those fundamentals that you need to be good at in order to master other things. And if I'm being honest, I really just like how pencil feels on smooth paper.
Sketchbook Tour PT1. These pages are like from early 2020 to early 2023. These first drawings are just Mayak, Manasama, and Klaho. This is actually like the flattest section of my sketchbook. Was when I started gluing things in.
I was goofy back then, okay, guys?
Part 2 is soon.
experimenting with different styles.
Came in yesterday looking all Sailor Moon and shit.
Maturing is realizing you don't want to be around drama, stress, or conflict anymore. You start choosing calm over chaos and distance over disrespect. You start prioritizing your peace, mental health, and happiness over everything.
Color a takeout bag with me using High-Tunes acrylic brush markers. These type of markers, they're specifically the straight type or the liquid type markers where you can shake and then you can use it already, and it's super pigmented, super opaque, and it can cover at least, with this tan paper I had to use at least 2 coats to cover the paper, and after that you just go ahead and use it like normal. I saw the takeout bag and I was like, oh, I want to color this because it's a portrait and I kind of want to do it in my style, and then I also wanted to make it go in half so that you can see the difference. And I really enjoyed creating this artwork. I think it was really fun, and especially adding the highlights and the textures and all that stuff, it was really cool. Also, if you want to dry your acrylic markers faster, you could use a hair blower like I did. This one is a cheap one that I found online. And then yeah, I signed it, and then I also added the freckles afterwards, but here is me peeling the tape because I wanted to show you guys the difference and all that stuff. And here is the final product. I hope you guys liked this video. I had a really fun time doing this because coloring only took me 30 minutes. And yeah, if you want to check out the yellow basket, there is a link there that has these markers. I'm sure that you won't regret it. Okay, bye.
Shawty getting rough, she cut me, don't give a fuck. Shades of precise, she drugged and tied me up. Good thing I'm a savage, so simple, always manage. Flip up the script, leave it pinned out to the mattress. Catch you till I die, these models call me senpai. Girl, I'm young the race, suck your blood till it runs dry. Staring
all artists can relate to these things. If you don't, I will personally break your pencil. The first one is when you're trying to practice anatomy and you just draw pages and pages of one thing. This is exactly how I used to practice drawing heads, and I'd always draw them at the same angle. The next thing a lot of artists do is start trying to find their art style. And guys, trust me, you'll figure out which styles you do not like. The next one is when you're drawing a face and you mess up the proportions so bad that you end up just drawing a mask over the entire thing. See how much better that is? The last and final one is when you're drawing with a runny nose.
Swinging big dick energy. Yeah, my shawty's got them triple D. I stay crossing off of my list. Got my money and my bitch. That's a check, 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 check. Bought my mama dad a crib. Could retire off of this wrist. That's a check, check, check.
Alright, next we have another moleskin that I bought. Around this time I was watching a lot of games done quick and just speedruns in general, and I was really enjoying watching Castlevania speedruns. I ended up drawing this Alucard because someone was doing a Symphony of the Night speedrun. He was just backdashing the whole time. I also just drew this little Mario because you know how Mario 64 speedruns go. So this is the current design of Hazelnut around the time. I drew her in the two styles that I like to draw, triangle nose one and the more anime-esque style. I think for some reason I ended up going back into the Arcana. That's why I ended up drawing Julian and Azra again. Yeah, here's some more doodles. We got a Nadia sketch. I think this is supposed to be Julian. I do not remember. So you're going to start seeing a plethora of Kingdom Hearts fan art in the next upcoming sketchbooks. So this was when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, and it led to me just playing every single game from Kingdom Hearts 1 up until Kingdom Hearts 3. So I drew a bunch of little Soras. Isn't he cute? I love him. This drawing that I gave up on because I didn't want to draw Sora's hair because it's not fun. Drawing Sora's hair is really hard, and I just got messy with it. I just did not. Oh my god. Oh my god. So this is where I got to redesigning Hazelnut again for the next, I don't know how many if time. This time I changed the shirt into this vest instead. But everything else practically stayed the same. I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but I really do like Chrom and Robin as a ship. I like them a lot. This is something that even to this day I'm still trying to execute. I've attempted to do this multiple times, specifically this family photo one of Chrom, Robin, Morgan, and Lucina, and I always stop halfway because I chicken out. And this has been years. I've been doing this for years. This cute little Sora, I think at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. I remember this so vividly in that game just because at the time I had Bell's palsy. Basically what that is that half my face was paralyzed and I couldn't fully blink my eye. And as a result, my eye was watering a lot. I had to use eye drops a lot around that time. I beat Ansem with when that was happening, and it was such a pain in the ass because it was such a long fight. I kept dying. And the entire time I had my eyes glued to the TV, and oh my god, it was just pure pain. I remember once I beat him, I just started crying, but not because I was that emotional. It was because my eyes hurt that bad. So don't be like me. Don't be like me. This is so cute, the little nominee here. I wish I drew Shion more happy and not crying because I love Shion. We're gonna start seeing some of my Kingdom Hearts ship art. Starting off with some Terra Aqua stuff. I drew all these Kasumis back when Persona 5 Royal was first announced, and she was teased in the trailer. And at the time, everyone, including myself, was really, really hoping that she was going to be Fancy for Persona 5, kind of Fancy for Persona 3. But of course, we all know that didn't happen. But I was just so excited, and I was really hopeful at the time, so I liked her a lot initially as a result. This was my first attempt at drawing Axel. What a good attempt. We got some more Kasumis with human Morgana next to his cat self. Eventually, I gave Hazelnut a little sister. I made her the middle child in her family, so she has an older sister and a little sister. And I made it so that their dynamic was more so her little sister was very kind of low-key evil and kind of did not get along with Hazelnut at all. Out of all the original organization, their team members, I like Syx a lot. I don't know why, I just really did, and I liked him with Axel a lot, as a ship, so you're gonna start seeing some of that. This final page of Hazelnut interacting with her two sisters. You have her little sister and you have her older sister who looks like she's about to combust. And that's the end of the sketchbook.